Christina Forkin for Fox Lifestyle. MasterChef Season 6 premieres May 20th on Fox. And this year, joining judges Gordon Ramsay and Graham Elliott is Christina Tosi of New York's Momofuku Milk Bar. She joins us now. Welcome.
Thank you.
So how does it feel to be the new judge on the show?
You know, it's incredibly thrilling. I was a huge fan of MasterChef and MasterChef Junior before becoming a judge, and I'm a professional chef, but I was a home cook first. So it's really fun to get to sort of straddle those two things at home and at work, and it's really exciting to be the newest judge, the first female judge, and also bringing a pastry presence, a real pastry presence to the competition.
So what are you looking for in the contestants? What impresses you when you see somebody who's a home cook and they're trying to do this professionally?
That's a really great question. I think that first and foremost, really delicious food. I think there's a lot that you can teach in terms of technique and plating and presentation, but knowing what good food tastes like is, I would say, the most innate natural talent that you can have as a home cook looking to become a professional chef. And I think creativity, individuality, being inventive, and home cooks that know how to sort of reference where they're from and how they fell in love with food when they're cooking always translate in the most impressive way.
Sure. And now you're also helping home cooks with your cookbook.
Yes.
Is there one recipe in there that you've heard from readers they're trying out the most? What has been the most popular to try out?
The most popular, so Milk Bar Life is a collection of sweet and savory recipes and stories about sort of how food travels through life at Milk Bar. I'd say the most popular recipe is a cookie. It's a salt and pepper cookie. It's sort of like a sugar cookie with salt and pepper in it. And it's sort of intriguing and interesting, but really simple and accessible.
How do you come up with these creations? Is it a lot of trial and error? I mean, are there many takes before you get the dish?
There's definitely a lot of trial and error. I think we try and make it look as easy as possible, and we're really particular about how many times we test a recipe before it ever makes it into a cookbook or into the store. But a lot of times it's really about a point of inspiration. I like to really be inspired by simple things in life, simple flavors, simple foods, and flavors from childhood, and then use my skill and creativity and technique and knowledge of food to find really fun ways to recreate or reinvent that reference point, that point of inspiration.
Sure. Then I wanted to talk to you also about sugar. Sugar is sort of being demonized now.
Yes.
People talk about processed foods. There was a documentary that even asked if sugar is the next cigarettes, is the new cigarettes. What are your thoughts on all of that?
You know, I literally live in a world of sugar, being a pastry chef. I think that there's so much messaging out there about the right balance of diet and lifestyle. And for me, being a pastry chef, I mean, it's all in balance. I run every day. I take really great care of myself. But I think it's also important to not fear food and to be able to enjoy the things that you love. For me, it's sugar, it's sweets, it's dessert. But it has to be in balance with a healthy lifestyle and perspective on it.
Yeah, still everything in moderation.
Exactly.
That still sticks.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about trends. Do you see that people go for more trendy foods these days versus the classics?
I think that the classics will always be the classics, but I do think that because food has become such an exciting subject that's accessible in homes across America, that food trends inevitably are the most exciting way to make food fun and accessible and something that you want to try. I think the classics will always be something that we reference, but I think food trends also help inspire that creativity in the professional space because you can reference a classic and then fold in a food trend at the same time.
Sure. Is there any trend that you're keeping your eye on right now or that you're all about or trying out?
At home, I'm really getting into drinking a lot of juices, green juices and stuff like that, because inevitably if you eat, part of my day is testing recipes in the kitchen and eating dessert. So I like to balance that with fresh produce and greens and vegetables. Other food trends, a lot of sort of world cuisine flavors are coming into play. Spices, condiments, finding ways to sort of play off of a more ethnic cuisine. And that inevitably also has a really great focus on reinventing vegetables, reimagining how to bring vegetables into the home kitchen in new and exciting ways.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing more of your thoughts and advice for those home cooks on MasterChef. So thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And again, MasterChef premieres on May 20th on Fox. Thanks so much for watching. For Fox Lifestyle, I'm Ashley Dvorkin.